What's poppin', everybody? This is Cerebral4 with another expanded game using the new deck that I made, Dark Box. Very similar to Darkrai, well, the Darkness Turbo decks, every one of them in a way, using Dark Patch, Max Elixir, gathering a lot of Darkness energies into play. But with Weavile, of course, we get to move them around too and take advantage of some other strategies. So I'm going to open up with this Sneasel. It's not a good Pokemon to open with. Unless you get Darkrai GX, Darkrai X. If you get Darkrai X quick, then you can just move it out of the way, and you don't have to worry about searching it too, because you do need it. So it's good to see it on your first turn, just as long as you can move it in the active position. So I have kind of a rough hand here. The only supporter being Chorus, that won't be good, and I gotta use the Ultra Ball to search another Pokemon. At the same time, I gotta use Computer Search 2 to get a supporter. So, like I've said, since we opened up with Sneasel, I gotta get the Darkrai X and just try and move the Sneasel out of the way. With 70 HP, you don't want to risk it. It will probably get KO'd depending on what your opponent is playing. So Dark Patch, gonna get a Darkness Energy too, and go with the Computer Search. It really sucks having to discard the VS Seeker, but not much we can do about that. And since I don't run Lily in this deck, the best thing to get is Juniper right now. A complete fresh 7, draw 7 cards from the deck. It would have been great if we had this in Standard too, but I guess they decided they want to make things different for a bit. So get the Darkrai GX too, that's good. Umbreon and Darkrai GX, man, so confusing. And with the Nest Ball, let's get the Tyranitar and Sableye too. And now, what should I I thought about, we could have promoted one of the big walls, the Tag Team GXs, and they probably will be able to take 1 or 2 hits, and then I can use Max Potion. But let's just promote Mew there. Just leave it there as a 1 prize dude. Safest thing. And I've got the Weavile GX for next turn. I've got the N2, so we're kind of good so far. I had to use Computer Search and discard via Seeker, but not bad. I set up my bench for the most part. So my opponent played down the Ultra Space, grabbed the Poipole there. The Poipole, the Naganadel that grabs energies, can go into so many decks right now, but as soon as I see him search the Blacephalon GX2, then I know that this is your typical Blacephalon Naganadel deck. It's still a good deck. It's pretty good. It's just, it has trouble against some decks, and of course, you got to be careful with your energies. Get them in the discard pile, but not get rid of too many. That kind of thing. So he just completely goes for it, KOs the Mew, doesn't hold back, and it's going to force me to put one of the big GXs now. What do we promote? That's interesting. I mean, I'm actually waiting for him to get a prize. He took so long. He's taken so long to get a prize. So finally took one, and now let's promote Darkrai there. Get the Weavile out, and I just want to see one more Darkness Energy, like a way to get... No, actually, we've got 2 in the field, so if I attach 1, Darkrai can attack. So pretty good. Let's search out the Greninja Zoroark too. That could be handy later on if I gather enough Darkness Energies. And I think just doing 150 is the best thing to do. Let's use N. Gonna give my opponent a card. Don't want to do that, but it's the only supporter we have in hand. Now, this situation is kind of tricky because Blacephalon is one of those Pokemon that can get a 1-hit knockout on just about anything, as long as you have enough Darkness Energies. At the same time, though, if I put the Fury Belts on my guys, they'll go over 300, so it won't be easy. He'll need to do the B-string, use the B-string, use a couple of those in a turn. It's the only way. So Dark Patch, let's get that with Mail. Pretty good. I'm getting my Darkness Energies into play. Actually, if we manage to get 5, I'll be able to use Tyranitar and get an instant KO. But no, we only have 4 total. Use the Ultra Space, see what I got in the deck too. I've got the Max Elixirs, all of them, 2 Dark Patches more. Let's get rid of your Stadium now. This deck probably doesn't play any tools and stuff, so just get rid of the Stadium. Don't want you to search anymore. So, I mean, I guess the best thing to do is just try and use Darkrai. Put the Fury Belt on. I mean, at least if you're gonna get a bunch of far energies and make a big attack, make it difficult on you to get the KO. With 310 HP, no B-string he can use, it won't be easy, like even if he uses Welder. So just gonna go ahead and do that. Move the darkness energies over there. We won't be able to snipe something on the bench, but it is what it is. 150 should be pretty good. Sets it up for Darkrai X2, I guess. Alright, Black Lance. Get that 160 damage. And my opponent, you know, the pressure is on. He got a prize, but my important guys are all clean. He needs a lot of energies to KO them. If he's smart, he knows that there's a good chance I'm playing things like Max Potion in this deck. So maybe it's in his interest to target down the Weavile. But I'm going to use Mysterious Treasure, grab the Naganadel there. And there's another one too, so he's got his guys out. He can grab some fire energies. And charging up, get those. I mean, at this point, since I didn't KO the Blacephalon and it's really hurt too, the best thing he can do is just use his GX attack, get a prize, and then, you know, maybe prepare for the next turn. But he just used the catcher to draw cards and didn't even get a fire energy, couldn't even use the attack. Wow. So this gives me a very big opening. And since we have 5 darkness energies now, I can just use Tyranitar, KO this dude, and just get 3 prizes like I'm KOing Attack Team GX. So this is pretty damn good. I'm not going to play down my Stadium just yet, because Heat Factory should be around still. And we don't need it against this sort of deck. He's not going to hit me for weakness. So, get some decent stuff. I know Max Elixir, but we don't need it just yet. Another Fury Belt, that's great. And I'm just going to retreat into the Tyranitar. Move the Darkness Energies and go for the big KO there. Very, very significant. I'm getting 3 prizes just like that. KO in his Blacephalon. He just has 2 energies in play. The Heatran won't do him a lot of favors right now too. B-String will be activated. He can use it right now if he sees it. But I mean, you know, it won't be easy. I've got 320 damage. He will need a few things if he gets the KO. And it's actually pretty risky because, you know, putting all the Darkness Energies on Tyranitar, if he does get the KO, then I'm not going to have much around. I mean, at this point though, I'm getting all these prizes. It just depends on what he draws next turn. So let's see if he does anything. Promote the Naganadel. Yeah, you're going to have to sacrifice an energy on that guy too. And he's pretty much just going to scoop here. A really short game, but I guess he didn't have anything. There he goes, he surrenders. So GG against Blacephalon. I wish he stuck it out more, see what happens, but I probably had it in the bag. So hope you guys enjoyed, hope you guys subscribe, leave a like, share this video with your friends. Thank you guys for watching. We'll say